everybody. The last one of these, so thanks for your patience. I'm Michele Madia with Second Nature, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about what we've been up to as an organization, but more importantly, what our campuses have been up to this past year. No, can I press a button? No. Next one. So first I'm going to talk about the progress that the institutions have made. For more than a decade, signatory institutions in the Climate Leadership Network have shared their knowledge by developing climate action plans and submitting annual progress evaluations through our reporting platform. And any of you that are IL's implementation liaisons on your campus are familiar with the reporting platform, love it or hate it. It's something that we appreciate you doing. This past year, we took that data, 10 years worth of data, and analyzed this information and have used it to recognize the accomplishments of individual schools through our Marks of Distinction program. There were 15 marks awarded in 3 categories. Performance recognizes the climate action progress based on data that's come in through the reporting platform. Participation recognizes participation in any of Second Nature's programs or initiatives that have advanced a campus's climate action. And goal setting, which recognized institutions that have set aggressive climate action goals going above and beyond incremental change. Next slide, please. And this is a snapshot of the progress that has been made this year. So we hope that by recognizing these institutions, it will inspire further action as they lead by example in their communities and for their students. We commend the institution's achievement and celebrate the hard work of the many individuals behind the scenes, beyond just the presidents, that have contributed to these goals. And over the coming year, we're going to be doing more analysis of this data to produce resources, especially in the renewable energy space. Next slide. So now I'm going to shift gears a little bit and talk about what the network has done. Next one. Thanks. Last year at the summit, we heard from a panel of experts on carbon pricing as one instrument schools can use to advance climate solutions. Since then, under the direction of and leadership of Ruby Woodside on our staff, a number of our colleagues on campuses like Swarthmore, Yale, ASU, Smith College, the University of British Columbia, and nonprofit partners like the Carbon Pricing Leadership Coalition have published a robust toolkit on recommendations and examples to guide schools through the process of exploring, designing, and implementing a carbon price on campus. And a number of folks from those institutions are here. So we welcome additional case studies to that library of resources, and we will host webinars on the topic in the spring. Next slide. So our Climate Leadership Network engages with national and state policy issues and contributes to climate action conversations on the global stage. We, through partnerships and events such as We Are Still In and America's Pledge, we're also working with other organizations like Ceres. We support policy and legislation on initiatives such as grid modernization, energy efficiency, clean transportation, and renewable energy in order to further support our climate action goals. Bringing the network together on these key policy issues magnifies our impact for the future, and we'll be doing more of this policy work over the coming year. Next slide. So the President's climate leadership commitments are designed to scale climate action beyond institutional boundaries and facilitate collaboration with other sectors. Signatories go beyond the footprint of their physical campus space and are connecting with their local communities to collaborate on resilience planning. We talked about some of this work last year, but we wrapped up the Kresge-funded Climate Resilience in Urban Campuses and Communities project this past year that was focused on campus community partnerships in Portland, Los Angeles, and Phoenix. There were 10 resilience demonstration projects implemented and more than 20 campuses engaged across these cities. And there were different types of campuses. So it was a research institution with a community college working together with a local community. So it was the real diversity of representation and type of institution. Also in this first year of reporting for institutions that have committed to the resilience commitment, we received more than 40 resilience assessments, and these are all publicly available on our website for anyone to learn from, so you can feel free to visit the website and learn what other campuses are doing on resilience. Also in partnership with the Nature Conservancy, 5 campuses have hosted the Community Resilience Building Workshop, and we hope to expand this program over the coming year as well. Next slide. At last year's summit, just about this time last year, we learned about the launch of the University Climate Change Coalition. The UC3 is a group of universities from the United States, Canada, and Mexico that have mobilized their resources and expertise as research institutions to accelerate local and regional climate action in partnership with businesses, cities, and states. Since that launch 1 year ago, one of the most important things that we've done at Second Nature is hire Gina Stovall to help manage this program, but the campuses have also made incredible progress. Last year when we launched, we had 13 institutions. We've expanded to 19. Just this week, we added Queen's University in Canada to the coalition. They've hosted 14 cross-sector forums, convened more than 2,600 stakeholders, and representatives from these campuses have participated in high-level events like the Global Climate Action Summit in California. Most recently, they're sort of living their charge, and they have self-organized 2 affinity groups to do the work across these campuses, and they're focusing on local solutions within their particular area and state policy and advocacy. They've also produced a progress report, you can see a snapshot of it there, that features the work of each campus, and we have some hard copies in the back if you're interested. Next slide yet. If I were more skilled, I'd have a GIF, like with a drum roll, whatever. GIF, whatever. See, this is how old I am. But I have an exciting announcement to make on the next slide. So, on behalf of Second Nature and the Intentional Endowments Network, we're delighted to welcome you to Atlanta next year for our summit. We are so grateful to Arizona State University, the University of Arizona, the Maricopa Community College System for hosting us the past couple of years. In particular, I want to give an appreciation shout out to Mick Dalrymple, Corey Hockey, and Patty Ryder for their support. Let's give everybody from Arizona a round of applause. We thank them for their support and their partnership, and we're really grateful to them for the help that they've given us. So we'll be in Atlanta next year. If you are a signatory at a signatory campus, or if you're an IN member in the Atlanta area, please see any one of us to join a host committee and help us organize and plan the event next year.